Wario Master of Disguise is an awesome game with great characters, fun alternate forms, and amazing bosses. The bosses from Wario Master of Disguise are so awesome, so much fun to fight that I decided to make a list about all of them. Like many other lists, all the bosses of the game are going to be featured on here, and I will be ranking them from my least favorite to my favorite. Quick disclaimer, I got this footage from YouTube, and iMovie wouldn't cooperate with me in cropping as far as I wanted to, so that's why the video looks the way it is. Now, with all that said, let's begin the list. Tiramisu is a terribly designed final boss. She's just three forms of pain all mixed together to make one of the worst final bosses I've ever faced. First form, you have to go around and punch the eyes as Genius Wario when they're red to make her cry. Yeah, cry, I wish. Then once the room fills up with water, you turn into the Captain Wario and float to the top and shoot torpedoes at the mask on the top. Form 2 is by far the hardest. There's no strategy. All you do is turn into Cosmic Wario, shoot your laser all over the place, and hope you get lucky. That's it. The last form, despite how intimidating it looks, all you have to do is turn into Dragon Wario, stand on a platform, jump and aim your fire at the mask. It's really easy. As soon as you get past form 2, you basically won the fight. All three of these forms put together equals a terrible final boss. I feel compelled to compare this boss to Jasper Bat Jr., except for the fact that I've never actually played No More Heroes 2, so I have no right to do that. The fight with the Sphinx is lame. All it is quiz questions. Yeah, quiz questions. The fight with the Mad Hat Mech 3 can be a bit annoying at times. What you have to do is go under Cannoli with Genius Wario, then hit him in the then punch him in the back, and then change into Thief Wario and jump on him while the hat's up. It's a lot more complicated than it sounds. However, there is one good thing about this fight. The fact that, you see, Cannoli, he has Italian voice acting that you hear in all the fights, and I think you hear it the most in this one. So yeah, that's a plus. The fight with the Mad Hat Mech 1 is really easy. Well, what do you expect? It's the first boss. What you have to do is shoot the top of it with Cosmic Wario, then jump on it with Thief Wario. It's simple, yet effective. Plus, he throws bombs at you, so it's kind of a challenge. This flower has some serious issues. What makes this fight so memorable is that you get to fly up in the air and burn the flower! Ah, the Mad Hat Mech 2. My favorite Mad Hat Mech fight. What you have to do: first, when the eye on the hat opens, you have to shoot it with Cosmic Wario. Then, a button on top of the hat will open. You have to turn into Artie Wario and hit that with the block. Then, you turn into Thief Wario and have to jump on him before the hat goes back on. A fight so complete that it isn't even funny. The fight with Pumbaa the Pharaoh is a fun fight that I always keep coming back to. First, his head will be floating around with boulders coming out of it. When that happens, you have to shoot his head with Cosmic Wario. Then objects will start floating around his head. You have to punch them back at him with Genius Wario. Then he'll just be standing there, and you have to burn his underwear to a smoldering crisp with Dragon Wario. Do this 3 times, and he's down for the count. The Barfatronic Lava Chomper has some pretty good defenses despite being a machine designed to regulate the flow of magma. Wait, how many big words did I just use in that sentence? The first thing you have to do is destroy the statues on the bottom to drain the magma. Then it'll drop bombs on you and you have to punch him back at it with Genius Wario. Then you have to hit it in the uvula with Arty Wario. Then you bash into its heart with Thief Wario. Do this 3 times and you've destroyed Sweatwater Peak's only form of magma control. Good going. The fight with Head Honcho Carpaccio is pretty difficult for this early in the game, but it's just hectic as heck. Yeah, that was a bad joke. What you have to do is use Arty Wario to create blocks to hit down the buttons on. However, Carpaccio has a slew of attacks up his sleeve. He has an attack where he can launch 2 snowballs at you and you have to shoot the right one with Cosmic Wario and you can see it with Genius Wario. Also later in the fight he gets these eyes that can shoot at you. Crystals will even spawn on the ground, making the fight even tougher for you. Once you hit all the buttons, Carpaccio is done. Stuffy the 64th is proof that dolphins can be pretty aggressive. This fight is 3 phases of awesome. What you have to do is wait for Stuffy to jump out of the water, then with Genius Wario keep punching him until he's weakened enough. Once you do that, Tiramisu, not Tiramisu, will go over and open the door so you can move on. Good idea. Also, don't even think about falling in the water, because if you do, then it'll take you back to the last room where Cannoli tries to catch you. And if he does, then you have to start the fight all the way over again. Also, if you fall back, Stuffy's health will recharge, so you have to beat him again. Yeah, not a good idea to fall in the current. Once you get through the last room, this fight is over, and you win. Well, obviously when the fight's over, unless you die, which then you wouldn't win. Before we get to number 1, let's recap. Number 11, Tiramisu. Number 10, the Sphinx. Number 9, the Mad Hat Mech 3. Number 8, the Mad Hat Mech 1. Number 7, the Flower That Drunk Up Power. Number 6, the Mad Hat Mech 2. Number 5, Pumbaa the Pharaoh. Number 4, the Barfatronic Lava Chomp. Number 3, Head Honcho Carpaccio. And number 2, Stuffy the 64th. By process of elimination, those of you who have played this game have already figured out my number 1, and you're probably right. Number 1 is Carpaccio. The fight with Carpaccio isn't really a fight, it's more so a race. And trust me, it's hard. You see, Carpaccio has set up the course so it's rigged for you to lose. Also, you have to block him with RD Wario just to have a remote chance at beating him because of how fast he is and all the obstacles you need to make it through. This course makes use of all your disguises except for Sparky Wario, but he was never used in any bosses anyway, and plus he used him a ton on the level before. Or also, this fight always keeps you on your toes. You never know when he's going to catch up to you, so you can't let him. You have to make it first. You even get a special cutscene if you lose. It keeps you on your toes, it utilizes all your disguises, it's intense, and that's what I like about it. I'm Cardboard Box Productions saying this boss is awesome.